Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Play one and Prescott to the air. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. A second down throw for Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is taken at the 18. Escapes the defender. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 54 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Prescott on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Prescott now. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And again, it's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big...
There he goes left side. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Prescott now from the 50. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with White. Able to power through. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 36. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go up the middle with White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-10, under a minute 20 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now Dak able to find Gallup, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Down the left sideline. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, somebody